It's time to do a breakdown of Terry. We've got lots of Terry info dropping all at the exact same time. It's not just the trailer. We've also got some information coming in from the Gamescom build, which people are testing. I guess just before we start, some background for me. I was curious about Terry, but I wasn't that hype. But now that I've seen his gameplay, I actually think he looks pretty cool. Like, the gameplay trailer kind of won me over, I will be honest. And what kind of shocked me was how many, like, deep cut references to Fatal Fury stuff he has in his kit. He has, like, almost every single move that he's ever had across, like, multiple franchises. So, yeah, let's go into it. Yeah, we got this brand new stage as well. I won't go through it in detail with the stage, but if you guys want to look in the background, there's, like, tons of deep cut SNK references back there. Actually, wait. Before we continue, there's one thing I have to do. It feels wrong having Terry without the Japanese voice, man. So it starts out with, like, mostly just some normals. A couple of target combos. We'll talk about that more later, but he has got a lot of target combos, it seems, which is pretty consistent with his background. And I think he animates nicely. Like, overall, he looks good. Especially his supers. I think visually, they did a great job. He looked kind of weird in the reveal trailer. Like, the cinematic reveal trailer, he looked a little bit strange, but I feel like they kind of definitely solved the problem in the actual, like, gameplay. We've got the green stuff. You can't escape from Drive Rush. The level 2 again. There's a lot going on there. The level 2 is quite complicated, so I'll break that down in a minute. And the level 3. As usual, we don't get the critical art in the launch trailer. We'll probably get this later. We get the base level 3, which still looks great. I like his level 3 a lot. Then the win animation, which I also really like. That win animation, like, probably one of my favorite in the game so far. Throws the hat up in the air, and then it explodes around him. That's kind of sick. So, let's talk about this in more detail. Let's go real slow now. So at the start, we just get like a showcase of a few normals. I'm not sure what the inputs are here. I'm assuming this is like, you know, fast C and stuff like that turned into heavy punch. Like, I'm assuming that's crouch heavy punch. I'm trying to like translate from a 4-button system into a 6-button system. That looks like a target combo. And then we get the forward throw as well. The only thing that's worth mentioning is that this normal here, I believe, this thing, which I'm assuming is stand heavy kick, is like one of those crumple style moves on punish counter. You know, think like Bison stand heavy kick, that kind of thing. So we now start to see the specials. Opening up with Power Wave. So this is Terry's iconic fireball. This has been in since day one, Fatal Fury 1. This is his basic projectile. It travels along the ground. And it seems to be, in this game, it seems to travel quite slowly. And slow fireballs in Street Fighter 6 is always a good thing. Like, you can see that, especially on the second one, he's already pretty much recovered when it's like here. So he might be like a fireball drive rush character, which is always very useful to have in this game. He does follow up here after the power wave with crack shoot, which hits as an anti-air. Now, I don't think crack shoot actually is an anti-air. As far as I know, I can't find anything to suggest that this move actually like is supposed to be used as an anti-air. I think they're just kind of like styling for the trailer. I don't think Ken even presses a button on the way down. He does have anti-air specials, but I think this is just kind of like styling for the audience. And the crack shoot also puts you in a juggle state. There's also, I should mention, a dev blog. So I'm going to be referring to some notes from that as well. They put out some details on like Steam, on the Steam blog. They did mention, they don't show it in the trailer, but they did mention that crack shoot is supposed to beat fireballs. So even though this move is not an anti-air, I think it will go through projectiles. And then we get low light kick, low light punch into this. Now this is a special move that we have not seen in a very long time. This move here is how I knew that like whoever had designed Terry was like an old head. Because this is quick burn, this like 2-hitting punch here. And this hasn't been in any SNK game, I think, since I want to say Real Bout 2. Oh, is it in 2K2? Okay, it's the last time this move was used in a 2D fighting game was KOF 2002. It's like it's a pretty simple special move. It's just a 2-hitting punch, but it's not been in Terry's kit for a while. And according to the dev blog, the second hit of this is an overhead. So you've got to watch out here, because this will catch you low, this hit here. This is done, by the way, with quarter circle back light punch. And up next, we get the iconic anti-air. We got rising tackle here. Multi-hitting upwards kick. This is like Terry's usual go-to anti-air special. It's worth mentioning that rising tackle has alternated in quite a few games between being a charge move and being a DP. And I can confirm that in this game, it is not a charge move. I think this is DP plus punch. It's a DP motion again. So if you hate charge moves, don't worry. It's a regular DP again. So afterwards, follows it up with the burn knuckle, which is the same input as the quick knuckle. It's quarter circle back punch, but it activates on medium punch and heavy punch, this one. Alright, and then we get a little combo here. This one's kind of interesting. So we get, I'm assuming, medium kick, light kick into power charge, which is the shoulder tackle, and then crouch jab, stand jab into uppercut. I'm not sure if this is a combo. They don't have the combo counter visible. It would be strange to me if this actually all was a combo, because it would be weird if you could do like, it would be weird if you could do stand light kick into power charge and then still link into lights afterwards. It's possible, but maybe this is kind of like a Bison thing where it's like you end with light scissors, which leaves you point blank and +2, and then you go for a reset. It might be all one combo, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not convinced that's a combo. And then here's where things get kind of Street Fighter 6-ish. So we see Terry do crouch medium kick here, which looks like it's got a good range. We see crouch medium kick into a target combo and then a special cancel. So when I first saw this, I assumed that Terry did not have a special cancelable crouch medium kick. I thought he'd be one of those characters that has to go into a target combo. But breaking news, reports direct from the front line at Gamescom. We do have confirmation. His crouch medium kick is special cancelable without even going into the target combo. Does the target combo into crack shoot, and then follows it up with this. This move right here. This is round wave. It's the same input as his fireball. It's quarter circle forward heavy punch, but it's completely stationary. This doesn't actually travel along the floor like his other versions of the fireball. And according to the dev blog, this move is plus on block. They don't really show it being used on block in the trailer, but apparently it's plus, which could be a very powerful meaty option, because this is a projectile. And as you guys probably know, projectiles are immune to wake up level 1. So I imagine a lot of Terry is going to be getting a knockdown and then meeting you with round wave. Plus on block, and it's a projectile. It might be vulnerable to drive impact. We'll have to see, but this could be very useful for set play and knockdown situations. Baits the fireball, jumps over it. And here's another moment where I thought, okay, they're doing something here. We get this cool little combo into the level 2. Now, this combo is very interesting to me because you will notice in the middle of this combo, he does jump heavy kick into what I'm assuming is stand heavy punch, into power charge, and then cancels power charge into round wave. So this is actually like, one of the things that I was worried about with Terry is that he wouldn't have any like mechanics brought over from like previous games. I thought he would be like very Street Fighter-ified. But actually, this is one of the things that he's kept from both King of Fighters and Fatal Fury. So if you guys don't know, in a lot of different SNK games, some characters have ways to do meterless cancels from one special to another. So like, for example, I played a ton of King of Fighters 13. Billy can cancel his like up chain into special moves meterlessly. There's like certain moves that are designed to be special to special cancelled, but only in specific ways. And it looks like Power Charge is one of those moves in this game. So you can do a special to special cancel. I'm assuming you can do it for free. Again, we can't see the drive gauge or anything like that. But it looks like he has that in this game, which is completely unique for any Street Fighter game. And then the level 2, which again, so the base level 2 is just this. If you just do the base level 2, it's just a single power geyser. It hits once, and I'm assuming it does like maybe between 2,000 and 2,500 damage, probably. Geyser. That's how we say it in the UK. Once again, I'm being bullied for being British. We don't say geyser. Wait, what does he say? Let's have Terry adjudicate this one. Wait. Yeah, he says geyser. I'm right. He says geyser. But at the very least, I think we can all agree that he's not saying geyser. Alright, this is what we're going to spend the rest of the video arguing about. How to pronounce.
Geyser.
Thank you. American pronunciation.
Geyser.
There you go. Well, there we are. It's a regional difference, but I was right. God damn it. That's how we do say it in Britain. Alright, we could spend the rest of the video arguing about how to pronounce this, but I'm going to stick with geyser just to annoy chat. Where were we? I lost track of things. Oh yeah. So after this combo, we get the costume switch. We get the Garrow costume, the brown coat, which by the way, when this character drops, I am 1000% using this costume. This looks so much better than his default, in my opinion. Now, this costume is iconic. Also, I guess I should point out, did you guys notice that he has a completely different round start animation depending on which costume he uses? If you use the coat, his round start animation, like he jumps into the jacket and starts wearing it. But if you start with the default costume, his round start animation is catching the cap and putting it on, which is really sick. I don't think any other character in the game has that, as far as I know. I don't think any other character has unique round start animations depending on what costume they're wearing. Because the thing is, he's not wearing the cap, I don't think, in his second costume. So it wouldn't make sense to him to put it on. It's not like... Do you guys remember in Street Fighter V when M. Bison would, like, put the hat on even when he didn't have the hat in other costumes? Alright. This is where things get real. Fatal Fury. Right here. So we see a target combo here. And then Terry breaks all known laws of 2D fighting games and jumps into the background. That's a great screenshot, by the way. That's an incredible freeze frame. This is another thing that I was very surprised to see. So if you guys don't know, the Fatal Fury series has a system called the line system, or sometimes people call it the lane system. I think officially it's called the line system. Lane. Basically, in Fatal Fury, the game has like two axes, one behind the other, so that like you can step into the background or step into the foreground, and it's meant to give the game a little bit more like depth. Literally, it's a 3D 2D game, yeah. So like you can move to the back lane to avoid fireballs in the front lane, for example, and it's a mechanic that has not existed since I think Real Bout 2 was probably the last one that had that. I don't think Garrow has lanes. Yeah, so this is a mechanic that was has not been seen in like, I don't know, several decades. And they've turned it into like a target combo thing, which is kind of interesting. So this move right here, this is called passing sway in the game, where Terry dodges round you from behind. According to the dev blog, this has 2 different follow-ups, which are called Jumping Lariat and Jumping Knee. But I don't think either of them have ever been shown. He just uses it here as like a dodge to bait out the EXDP from Luke. Like this. They just use it empty as a dodge here. But apparently this has 2 follow-ups. Maybe this animation is the Lariat, but we don't see what it does. Because it misses completely. I'm not sure. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So he comes to the other side, gets the DP punish. And then this happens. Into power dunk. Now, I think when everyone first saw this, we all assumed that power dunk was yet another special. But it turns out power dunk actually isn't a special. It's just a target combo in this game. This move right here is often a special move in other games, but in this game it's just a target combo ender, so it's more like a kind of fan reference than anything else. So we get a drive rush combo here. Into EX crack shoot, which ground bounces, by the way. It does that in most games where it exists. Into Buster Wolf. Are you okay? Here's maybe the only negative thing I have to say about this entire trailer. I really don't like his DI. His DI looks kind of weird to me. I'm not quite sure what the, like, impact frame is supposed to be here. Is he like an axe kicking you with the back of his foot? His DI looks very weird to me. Everything else looks great. The DI... I'm not vibing with it. Yeah, it looks like he's kicking you with, like, the back of his calf. It's a weird animation. That's the only one that I'm not sure about. Let me get EX quick burn. Into the level 2. And this is where we have to go down a rabbit hole. So this time, the level 2 hits 3 times rather than 1. And it turns out, according to the blog, this level 2... power geyser or geyser or whatever you guys want to bully me into saying. The way this works is completely unique. There is no super like this in the game right now. So to do the very first one, it's a standard level 2. The initial hit is just a regular level 2 to get the first one to come out, that. And then if you want the second one to come out, you have to spend 3 bars of drive gauge, which is unique. We've never had a super that costs drive gauge before. So you have to spend 3 bars of drive to get that second hit to come out. I think you press 2 punches to make it happen. And then to get the final one to come out, the big ender, that costs another bar of super. So to get all 3 to come out, you need to spend 3 bars of super and 3 bars of drive, which is very unusual. It's more expensive to do this than it is to do a level 3. So I have to assume it has some extra properties that we don't know about. Maybe it does more damage than level 3, or like... See, here's my prediction. Maybe I'll end up being wrong. My guess is that it's gonna do less damage than level 3, but it'll do a shitload of drive gauge damage. That's what I'm assuming. Like, maybe what it'll be is that you lose 1 bar of drive gauge for, like, each part of the super. Maybe this will be, like, a super that's especially good at burning you out. So, like, maybe 1 bar of drive for that, 1 bar of drive for that, and 1 bar of drive for that. Possibly. That's my guess. I would be surprised if it just out-damages level 3. The other thing that we don't know, that's still a question mark, is, so the second part of the super costs 3 bar of drive, like I mentioned. We don't know how that works in terms of, like, can you perform that when your drive gauge is below 3? Like, so for example, in the game, even though a drive rush cancel costs 3 bars of drive, what you can do is you can still do a drive rush cancel as long as you've got some drive. Like, even if you've only got a pixel of drive, you can still perform a drive rush cancel and burn yourself out. So, like, we don't know for sure. I'm assuming you probably can still do that and burn yourself out once you're below 3 bars of drive, but yeah. A lot of questions about that super, very few answers right now. Let me get the power dunk into the EX Fireball, and the EX Fireball is super cool, by the way. His EX Power Wave just like completely traveling across the entire floor and also bouncing you on it multiple times. And then DP Super. And yeah, a couple people have mentioned it into chat. I can't believe they referenced the movie, the OVA even, I should say. The Fatal Fury OVA being directly referenced in this Super is crazy. I'll just show it for you guys if you don't know.
That's impossible. He's still standing. Wait.
That looks awfully familiar. Where have I seen this pose before? Ah, that's strange. And then he suddenly spreads his arms wide in the follow-up pose. Ah, it's hard to do because there's not many frames here. There we go. There's your side-by-side. So the whole of his level 3 intro is directly referencing the OVA. It looks great. It looks great, honestly. I'll give it up. So, yeah, like, I think Terry looks really cool. I'm excited to see more from this character. We should get a bunch of info over the next few days. Like I said, people are currently testing this character at Gamescom. So we shouldn't have to wait too long for more details. He comes out in about a month from now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. Are you excited for Terry? You gonna play him when he comes out? Let me know, and I will catch you guys in the next video.